They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw, it's Mahomes. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Malik Collins in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. DK to return. A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go.
Sanders. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
To throw is Sanders. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The Vikings at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Let's go. Ready, right?
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
But they certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Vikings, first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Not Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 50, trap 50. Ready?
Throwing, Sanders. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man is the tight end Troutman. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. We're scoreless after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He'll try and do this himself. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And he's going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On the give, it's Vidal. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Vidal. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
They went right back to it, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The try here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They go play fake. Mahomes. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And those have been a problem for them all season, but never felt as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
6, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's Sanders. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry. It's Monte Mapu. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Sanders to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devon Achane from 8 yards out. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next the score, Vikings 14, Rams nothing. Jack Fox set to kick off.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. fights through it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
19 tight. 19 Buffalo. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's a gain of
14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Then it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Get it.
Now Sanders. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Panther 60.
Sanders once more. Now he'll take this and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready. Panther 11. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 7 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 79 Broncos.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Right. Cowboy 80. Go.
Sanders going to throw again.
And I think the ball's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty.
He's got him in. Complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Mahomes again. This is caught inside the 15. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And the Rams first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Mahomes. Now he's got it. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
That's the score. Vikings 14, Rams 7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Devon Achane with his second touchdown of the game, the 4th of the year. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might pull out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
2nd down and a yard. A run. Here's Vidal. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's good. For the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
43, 15.
They'll run with Vidal. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Vidal. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for him. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Kamani Vidal, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Oswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Don't show it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give it like your birthday. You'll find me in the club.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
At the 43-yard line.
Bronco 80.
To throw is Sanders. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
The 45-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.